Day 91, 1934. No water. No food. No Oprah. Dust everywhere.
Dust in my hat, dust in my boots, dust in my shirt, and dust in my pants. Will this ever end? Will the black blizzards be here? Whoa! Hey everyone, I'm Scott Trout.
And I'm Matt Beall.
Matt, get up! Oh, whoa, what's this? Oh man. Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of dust.
It's a journal from the 1930s. Should we read it?
I guess so.
It says, it's a little hard to read, day 91. Wow, it talks about no water, no food, something called the Black Blizzards. This must be about the Dust Bowl in the 30s.
Do you think something like that could happen in our lifetime?
I'm sure it could. But it wasn't just years of low precipitation and dry conditions that caused the Dust Bowl back in the 30s. It was also decades of over-farming the land. But let's talk about drought and what it is, because it's a natural hazard that's hard to define. Unlike earthquake or tornado, drought is both simple and complex.
All right. Well, let's introduce ourselves.
Sounds good.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Scott.
We're both from Pooter High School.
And today, we're excited to give you an update on our latest climate and water conditions.
This water report is for the month of August 2009.
We've been monitoring our conditions every month since last October, which was the first month of the 2009 water year.
And we report on local conditions like precipitation, stream flow on the Pooter River, and water storage in Horsetooth Reservoir.
And we'll continue as we move through the end of the 2009 water year,
which is the last day of September. That's coming up pretty soon, and we'll be able to tally up the precipitation in the 2009 water year.
That's right. And then, on October 1st, we'll begin water year 2010.
That's right!
Woo! So, drought. It's not just hard to spell. Oh no.
D.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
D-R-A.
No.
Okay. D-R-O-T.
No.
Okay. D-R-O. P.
No.
Okay. D-R-O-U-G-H-T.
Very good.
That's right. It's even harder to define. In fact, there's no universal definition for drought. It's a concept that can be simple because basically it's a shortage of water, usually because of a lack of precipitation.
But it can be complex too, because it occurs when the demand for water exceeds the supply of water.
Like a gradual change in population, unplanned growth, and new uses for water, like making artificial snow at ski resorts. Or a big one, diverting water from one part of the state to another.
Right. It's not black and white like other natural events such as earthquakes or tornadoes. Drought can sneak up on you and leave quietly. It's all relative, and is defined in terms of what is normal for a particular region or time of year. That's what makes it complex.
Matt, could you show me the sneaking up part?
No.
Okay, here's what Colorado looks like on a normal year. This is a map of the average annual precipitation in our state. It looks like we range from over 32 inches annually in some areas to less than 8 inches in others. But the average for the state is about 17 inches.
And here in Fort Collins, we average close to about 16 inches in a normal year.
Yeah, but look at the driest part of the state, the San Luis Valley in southern central Colorado. You know Alamosa and the famous sand dunes? Caught between the San Juan Mountains on the west and the Sangre de Cristos on the east. It only receives about an average of 7 inches every year.
So Colorado experiences a wide range of climate patterns.
And if we're going to talk about drought conditions in any part of the state, we need to have a good understanding of what normal is for each area.
So when scientists know what normal is, then they can map out deviations from the norm. Let's look at the drought conditions we had in 2002. Remember when we had to ration our water for our lawns?
I sure do. This is how it looked in 2002. Much of Colorado was in the extreme or exceptionally extreme drought conditions shown by the red and darker red colors on the map.
But now Colorado is out of its drought status and is not showing drought conditions anywhere in the state.
In this current drought map, the yellow color down in the south central part of Colorado indicates abnormally dry conditions. Again, the San Luis Valley area.
But look at California. It's pretty concerning. The pink and the orange colors indicate moderate and severe drought conditions.
No wonder they've had so many wildfires.
And if we take a look at the national map, you can see that the red and the dark red areas in Texas and Wisconsin indicate extreme and exceptionally extreme drought conditions currently.
Tough conditions for those folks.
It's a good thing to be aware of. And I'm also thankful that we're not in a drought condition here at the present.
Me too.
All right, well, how about we share the information we've collected concerning our local conditions right here in northern Colorado. We'll begin with our average monthly precipitation here in Fort Collins. This information represents monthly averages for over 30 years.
Yes, our graph shows us that the average monthly precipitation shown here in blue varies from a low in February of less than ½ an inch to a high in May of over 2½ inches.
Now look at the current 2009 water year shown in red.
Let's compare the two. Our average precipitation during the month of August is typically 1.4 inches, yet this year we received 0.22 inches on the CSU campus. That's less than ¼ of an inch.
Wow, what a change from last month. We're quite drier than normal this month.
And check this out. Here's the average flow rate on the Poudre River taken over many years shown in blue.
The red line is the current flow rate on the Poudre taken at the mouth of Poudre Canyon. We're back to base flow conditions, which means that the runoff from melting snow is over. The data tells a story of weather and water.
All right, how are the water levels on Horsetooth? Have those water elevations started to decline yet?
Yes, they have. Even though they're higher than this time last year, farmers are using more water for their irrigation, now because of low precipitation. Horsetooth lost 18 feet since last month.
Okay, good report, Matt. This wraps it up for August 2009 water year on drought and our current weather and water conditions.
Even though we've just come out of a drought that started in 2002, thankfully we've never experienced anything like the Dust Bowl of the 1930s.
Well, let's get back to school. We'll see everyone in a month for a recap of our conditions for September 2009, our last month of our water year.
See ya!
See ya, everyone.